You can't fuck with Red Glove on his worst day. How about that?
I ain't really changed, it's the same old rebel, still a radical. I'm passionate, it's just another level. AT told me I should fight back, they don't like that. Just know if you rock the boat, you better have a life raft. BJ told me I should fight back, they don't like that. Just know if you rock the boat, you better have a life raft.
What up, everybody in YTBC? This is going to be a real quick video. I'm just going to go ahead and get into this, all right? So, I do realize that I've gotten a lot of new subscribers as of late. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. And maybe because you haven't been on my channel until just recently, you don't really understand how things work around here. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is, well, earlier today, I got a new subscriber, I should say, by JFL. He subscribed to me, left me a whole bunch of comments about how I better not duck his smoke. It's cool. I don't mind somebody who, you know, you got that kind of energy where you want to debate me. That's perfectly fine. But here's where I kind of have a little bit of a problem. But I'm not going to give JFL too big of heat on this because, like I said, he's new to my channel. All right. So even though I don't think very highly of JFL, if I'm being honest, I'll give him the respect that he deserves as a new subscriber. Okay. Now, after his behavior, after I do this, you know, after this video, there's no excuses. There'll be a lot more vitriol in any further responses. So I'm gonna be very civil in this one, all right? So JFL, he later on demanded that I go live today so that he could debate me. Here's the thing, JFL, and I told you this in a comment, and you made it seem like I was still ducking you, but it was a pretty ridiculous situation. Let me explain, okay? First off, you can ask anybody in my comment section who seem to have been subscribed to me for a while. They will tell you that I've recently started doing lives. Lives is a very new thing to me, and I've only done 2. And they were both at least a week apart. So that tells you that I don't go live like that. You know, I understand that you're used to these other guys that go live every day or every other day or at least a couple times a week. That's perfectly fine. You know, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But what you need to understand is this. On my channel, I'm more of a content creator. All right? Most of what you're going to see on my channel are videos that I've edited together and uploaded. Okay? Now, like I said, that doesn't mean that I'm not open to debates. What that means is you're not just going to tell me go live later today so I could debate you. It's not how this works, okay? First off, you need to come up with a topic. That's the first rule. You need to tell me what you want to debate me on, okay? Second, we have to agree upon a time. I was spending time with my family when you told me to go live. I'm not gonna put an end to family time so I can argue with some dude on the internet. I'm sorry. Like, that's just not what I'm gonna do. I have a life outside of YouTube, and I do this more as a hobby, okay? I don't make any money off of YouTube. So I'm not going to be ending any family time to argue with you, okay? Now, if you get with me and say, hey, are you free on such and such a date at such and such time? You know, then we can negotiate that, okay? Because in order for a debate to happen, both parties have to come to an agreement as to when the debate is going to happen. Now, you have already told me where you wanted to happen. You wanted to happen on my channel, okay? That's perfectly fine. But you have to understand that I'm not just going to go live at a drop of a hat. Even if I did go live all the time, StreamYard, you have limits to how many hours you can go before you have to pay. Okay. And because I'm not making money off of YouTube, I refuse to put any money into StreamYard. Okay. Now, when I get to the point where I'm making money on YouTube, that could change. But as of right now, I'm not spending money on something I'm not making any money off of. Okay. It's bad enough that I spend time on this. I put a lot of time into my YouTube channel. Okay. So I need you to understand that. But if you get with me and we decide on a time, you know, a date, a time, you know, more than likely it's not gonna be able to be same day. Okay. And this should be reasonable to you. You have a daughter. All right. So you should be able to understand this. I would never expect you to cut time with your daughter just to argue with me on the internet. Okay. As a man, I would never expect you to do that. Okay. And I wouldn't respect you if you did do that, because that's your kid and you need to handle your responsibilities before anything else. So, but anyways, I'm not here to tell you how to be a man. I'm just trying to explain to you why I wasn't just about to go live just to argue with you. Okay, so, but the rules are you need to come up with a topic first. Okay, I'm not just gonna bring you onto my channel just so we can argue about God knows what. Okay, so first come up with a topic. Second, I need you to understand a couple different things. Okay, if we do debate, we're not gonna be talking over each other. I've seen how you do. Okay, and if that's how others allow you to debate them, that's perfectly fine. On my channel, that's not the way it's gonna go down. Okay, now I'm not saying it has to be 100% corporate. Where, you know, I know sometimes people are like, oh, you have 2 minutes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't really roll that way. All right. But I will say this. All right. When you're speaking, I know you don't like to be interrupted. So you speak, I go on mute. But when I speak, that you don't have to necessarily go on mute, but you do have to keep your mouth shut. You can't interrupt me. And I'm telling you right now, the second you interrupt me, I'm going to put you backstage because I am going to get my points off. All right. Secondly, the second that it seems like somebody's feeding you answers, the debate's over. All right. at that point, you've lost the debate. Those are the rules. You have somebody feeding you answers, you lose the debate. And me, I'm not very good at multitasking, so I'm not gonna be looking at the chat whatsoever. Okay, the chat will tell you the 2 lives that I've done, I haven't been the greatest at keeping up with the chat. So I'll be completely ignoring the chat. I will be, my focus will be 100% on what you are saying, and I won't interrupt you. All right, but when it is my turn to talk, you're not gonna interrupt me. The second you interrupt me, you go backstage. So, but I also suggest that you don't look at the chat, okay? Because in a debate, nobody should be feeding either of us answers, okay? But if I hear somebody feeding you any kind of information in the background, the debate's over. So that's the next rule, okay? And then another rule is, this is just for fun, okay? Debates are just for fun. We'll take we'll have the chat judge who won the debate, and whoever they say won, that's who won. Okay, no excuses. That is going to be another rule. No excuses. After the debate's over, if they say you won, I make no excuses. If they say I won, you make no excuses. Okay, so I'm willing to give you the debate, but this has to be reasonable. And this isn't really just for you, JFL. I have a lot of new subscribers, so this really goes to everybody, but to you specifically, JFL, just because you try to say that I was ducking you. Okay, so I'm letting you know, ain't nobody ducking you over here, all right? But if you want to debate, you have to be reasonable. You can't just expect me to go live on a dime. Because what if I didn't have any more StreamYard hours? I mean, I do, but let's say I didn't. You're still going to say I'm ducking you? Like I said, I was having family time, all right? And in times like this where the coronavirus is going around, I'm not going to give up family time for you. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to, okay? I'm sure you're a nice guy. But if we're going to do this, it has to be when I have time available and you have time available. It's only fair. I don't think I'm being unreasonable with saying that, I have to be available and you have to be available. It's common courtesy. So, another thing, okay? I'm not the kind of person who likes to police language, okay? But I'm not going to say that this is a rule. I understand, people come from different places and different walks of life, so it might be easier said than done, okay? So this is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you the language you can use, all right? Now, I don't care about profanity or anything like that, but one thing I do ask that you leave off of my channel. And like I said, if it slips here and there, I'm not gonna get bent out of shape, all right? But if you could please refrain from using the N-word, all right? Like I said, it doesn't offend me, okay? That's just a word that I prefer to keep off my channel. Now, like I said, if it slips, you say it here and there, I'm not gonna get bent out of shape, all right? I understand that's the lingo from where you're from. I'm not gonna be too harsh on you, but I just ask that you refrain from using it as much as possible, and just as long as it's not like every other word, we should be good. All right. So let me just recap. I know you like to use that word recap a lot, so let me recap. Okay. Time has to be agreed upon. No interruption. Use of the N-word is to be kept to a minimum. Like I said, it sits here and there. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. And you have to accept the results. Win, lose, or draw. You have to accept the results. I'm not like, if something happens and you refuse to accept the results, you will never be allowed to come on my panel again. Not in the debate, the panel, period, ever again. Because I would like to get to the point where I do more and more lives. Okay, but for right now, I'm just learning StreamYard. I got this editing shit down, no problem. I mean, I'm still willing to learn more when it comes to editing, but when it comes to StreamYard, I'm still learning a lot of different things. These are the rules. All right, so you have to be reasonable with these requests. You just subscribed to me, and I can't consider you a supporter yet because you've only commented on one video, and quite frankly, you kind of insulted me on it. But I'm not gonna make such a big deal about that. You're new to the channel, so I'm going to be nice to you, okay? So these are the rules. Let me go ahead and address everybody else who may be new to my channel. So you've heard the rules when it comes to debates. Another rule that I have here is I'm always open to suggestions. I don't want people to get me wrong about about this part. But one thing I do want you to understand is don't demand me to make a certain kind of video. All right, now this has happened to me multiple times in the past where I'm talking about a particular subject matter and people are like, well, why aren't you talking about this? Why you need to make a video about this and you need to make, no, I don't need to do nothing except for make the content that I want to make, okay? That being said, I am open to requests, all right? My boy J Cotto just requested me to make a certain video and I'm going to do so. Official Scorecard Boxing Science, he has also requested, he actually challenged me, he does, every once in a while, he does like these challenge videos and he's done it once before and he passed the challenge off to me and I reciprocated and he did it again a couple days ago. So I'll be doing that as well, okay? And the other thing is it has to be, I have to make it in my own spare time. Like I said before, I don't make money off of YouTube. So I will make it when I have time, all right? And just because you request a certain type of video doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna make it. Now, granted, I will try my best, all All right, you know, I like to consider myself a fair person. Okay, if you request a video on a certain subject matter, I will do my best to come through for you. Okay, but I'm setting your expectations that there's always going to be a possibility that I'm just going to say no. All right, either because it's going to require too much time, that, you know, like if all my other content is going to suffer because of the time I have to put into making a video that you want me to make, I may not do it, or may do it, but it may take me longer than a lot of these other videos. Okay, so like I said, I'm up to requests, suggestions. Just, you have to understand to be reasonable, and also understand that, you know, there's always a possibility that I'm going to respectfully say no. Okay, you know, and if you just come at me saying, you know, like trying to call me a hater and say that I need to make a certain kind of video that you, just because it's the kind of thing you want to hear, then my response to you is going to be, why don't you make that video yourself? This is YouTube. Everybody has the ability to create their own platform. Okay, but like I said, if you guys make requests, I'm always open. All right, I've never been the kind of guy who just shits on y'all because you want to request videos. All right, I try to be fair as possible, and I will continue to do that. Okay, now there's some other rules on this channel that I think are pretty self-explanatory. You know, don't be racist. I don't like racist people, and that goes for any racist of any race. All right, I dislike African American racists as much as I dislike white racists, just as much as I dislike Hispanic racists. Okay, I don't like racists at all, of any walk of life, of any color, from any creed. I don't like racist people. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really have that problem with my subscribers. So far I haven't. So I'm just putting it out there as a general rule. So yeah, I don't like racists. Now, don't get me wrong. If you support boxers because they're the same color as you, I don't consider that being racist. But you need to be consistent with it. Meaning, if you come across somebody else who is doing the same thing, but they're of a different race than you, then you need to accept it. Okay, in other words, I don't want to see you harassing somebody else who's doing the same thing as you just because they're not the same race as you. All right, if I see that, I'm probably gonna block you. All right, just letting you know. A couple things I don't like is liars and hypocrites. If I like you, but you're going around spreading lies, it's gonna rub me the wrong way. And that happened recently. Somebody that I was supporting, and to be honest, I feel like I was supporting them quite heavily, was doing that. They were going around saying particular lies. I called them out on it. And because I called them out on it, they want to call me a troll. Well, that's fine. You want to call me a troll, I just stopped supporting. So, but that's the way it works around here. Okay, I try to be fair with everybody. I don't care if I don't have to agree with your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. But when it comes to my channel, I run things a certain way. I move a certain way. And it's because of the way that I move. There's a lot of people who respect what I do. Now, when it comes to jokes, I'm very flexible with jokes. Extremely flexible with jokes. Just as long as there's not malicious intent. So, if you're joking and I reply to you and I reply to you in a very serious matter, maybe I didn't get the joke, just let me know you were joking, and it'll be fair play. Also, keep in mind that if I joke back with you in the same manner, you better not get bent out of shape. That's something else that's happened to me in the past, where somebody came on my channel making very snide comments. When I replied to them, they would say, why are you getting all bent out of shape? It was just a joke. And I would accept it. Then I went over to their channel. I tried to joke around with them, and they got super sensitive with me. Like I said, the hypocrisy shit, I don't fuck with. All right. So I hope that everybody who hears this video has a good understanding of what kind of channel I really am. All right, I like to give everybody as fair of a chance as possible. If you had a problem with someone and you see that I'm cool with them, don't expect me to stop fucking with them just because you don't like them. All right, because guess what? A lot of times I'm fucking with you and there's other people telling me that they don't like you, and that's just being me. That's me just being real. There's a lot of people I fuck with that don't like each other. But you know what? If that person has never wronged me, I'm not gonna stop fucking with them just because y'all had some kind of disagreement. So you need to understand that as well. You know, I don't expect y'all to be buddy-buddy. I just expect y'all to leave your own comments and leave it at that. Or if you just so happen to get into a little argument or debate in my comment section, I don't have a problem with that either. Just don't expect me to pick sides. All right? I don't want to be bothered with that. I'm not here for high school drama, so don't expect me to pick sides. You know, y'all don't get along, y'all don't fuck with each other, don't fuck with each other. Now, once somebody wrongs me, then that's different. But as long as this guy is respecting me and you're respecting me, I'm going to respect both of y'all. So, and I'll throw this rule out there too. Don't simp. You see a female in the comment section, please don't simp. I don't want female boxing fans to feel like they can't come to my channel just because dudes are going to be, you know, goo goo gaga-ing all over them. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with complimenting a female. You know, if that's what you want to do, just don't take it too far. That's all I ask. Don't take it too far. Damn, this video is way longer than I wanted it to be. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, if you're new to my channel, or shit, even if you're not new to my channel, if there's just something that you want to ask me, you can ask in the comment section. And if you feel that you would rather do it in a StreamYard, I'm open to that as well. Of course, keep in mind, if I do a StreamYard, I'm gonna have to make time for that. And but if enough people would rather me do a Q&A in a StreamYard, I'll do it in a StreamYard. But as of right now, you know, if you got questions, any other questions, you know, just code of conduct on my channel, or anything like that, or you got other questions about me and my fandom of boxing, I'm open to those questions as well. Like I said, you know, I'm pretty flexible on y'all's language and everything. I just ask that, you know, I don't really want slurs on my channel like that. I don't. So just keep them to a minimum. They slip, I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. And of course, be respectful to me and to others. But I think I've covered everything that I feel I needed to cover with this whole situation. Like I said, JFL, there's nothing wrong with being passionate about debating. But if you really and truly want to debate me, you need to pick a topic and we need to agree upon a time. Because I'm not just gonna stop doing whatever it is I'm doing at the time just to argue with you. All right. So pick a topic. Well, I'll get with you. We'll see when is a good time for the both of us. And then we'll do the debate. All right. Anyways, to my subscribers, anybody watching my videos, or if you just so happen to jump on this video, I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.
That's why I'm undefeated.